very own Gerry Litwin. She happens to be the treasurer of Placerville Arts, and she's a marvelous treasurer. She has a head for figures, and it amazes me. And she's also an artist. Who knew? Her background, and forgive me for saying this, but Gerry, you're a late bloomer. I'm a late bloomer. I'm sure there's others out there that are late bloomers. Gerry picked up art, particularly in oils and portraiture, because she loves that, in her 70s. And she does amazing work. Wins awards, enters shows, and it's fabulous. She started in her 70s by taking an art class with her granddaughter. And there she has taken lessons with Joyce Martin. Does anybody know Joyce Martin? Yeah. Joyce is an outstanding artist. And then now she's taking classes both online and in person. And with that, please give a warm welcome to Gerry.
There we go. Sue's changing your mic.
I have a very scratchy voice. Can you hear me back there? Are you good? You're good. Okay. Raise your hand. I'll try and scan from time to time to make sure that you can hear me. I'm soft and I'm scratchy. I apologize. I want to thank you for being here. This is overwhelming. Thank you. I just thank you so much. I want to say a very special thank you, because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the young lady sitting in the back there, my granddaughter, who came today. We were doing some grandma-granddaughter bonding, and I said, I volunteered to drive her to art class. And we had wonderful times together, did a lot of laughing. And I discovered I loved art. At age 13, I took a class and I go, I can't do this. And I just crossed it off the list, and that was that. So, yes, a very late bloomer. And I love it. And I love the art community. So, all of you, you're just amazing. So, thank you very much. So, I decided last year that I really wanted to focus on portraiture. And so Patrice in Sacramento was offering a workshop once a week for 3 weeks, figurative drawing in the morning, portraiture in the afternoon. And I thought, I'm going to take that class. And so I thought, well, I should get out some of my art books and just kind of give myself a little bit of a heads up of what I should be knowing. And there's a passage in the book of Psalms that says, we are fearfully and wonderfully made. And as I started reading about the figure and the facial features, I go, oh my goodness, it is amazing. It is just amazing. And so I'm going to start back in 5 BC with a Greek sculptor by the name of Polycleides, and he wanted to study the perfect form of the figure. And so he wrote a thesis called The Canon, and it's all about the proportions of the body. And for him, the perfect body was 7.5 heads high. And then during the Renaissance, Michelangelo, Da Vinci, Raphael, they were studying that canon of what are the proportions of the body. And they were also looking at the facial feature. What's going on with the face? And I brought some things that I want to show you. Okay, I'm going to here. This spiral is not an accident. And the divisions between this spiral is not an accident. It's mathematical. And here's another. You've probably all seen this. This is mathematical. And then, I brought this. I wanted to show you. Look at this. This is amazing. Look at the math. Now, when I decided that I teach this class, I'm thinking, what creates the biggest fear in an artist's mind? Math. Not going there. But if you're going to study the figure, and if you're going to study portraiture, you got to know math. Now that's very scary, but it's very simple math, and it's amazing. It's just amazing, and we'll go through that in a minute. So the first book I happened to pick up, I'm looking through it, and I will show you. This is very scary. There's the body and heads.
Oh, wow.
Now, yeah. Scarier? Here's the face and eyes. And I'm going, yeah, I don't want to do that. That just doesn't interest me at all. But we're going to do some of that today. So, I'm going to keep kind of track. So, there's an amazing beauty and mathematical proportions to really all of nature. And we're not that wonderful spiral, but we still have a wonderful proportions. And so the proportion or the unit of measure that Polycletus came up with for the torso is the unit of the head, 7.5. The unit of measure for the facial features is the length of the eye. Now that length is going to depend, that's a unit measure, and it's consistent. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to be consistently using a unit of measure. Now if you're drawing on a small piece of paper, you might use like 1/8 of an inch unit, which would be way too small to get everything in and to see what you're doing. That's why I asked you to bring a larger piece of paper for you, so you can see what you're doing today. If you're doing a mural on the side of a building, that length of the eye might be 2 feet. But as long as you're consistent with that unit of measurement, your face is going to be realistic and proportional. So that's what we're going to use today as we work. So head for the body, length of the eye for the head, and then there's 2 math equations that are helpful, 1/2 and 1/3. And 1/2 and 1/3 is found everywhere in the body. And we'll see some of that as we begin.
Does the 7.5 head measurement for the body include the length from the bottom of your feet to the top of your head?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I thought there are 3 fears an artist have. A blank sheet of paper. And when you're doing a portrait, where in the world do I begin? The second is just plain drawing. A lot of us like to paint. We don't want to draw. But you're gonna, and then the last one is that math. And all of those we're going to talk about today. And I hope we're going to have some fun, and you're going to see that you can take some of that fear away. So let's do the first thing. We're going to mark up our piece of paper. This is not composition, so we're going to go right down the middle of the piece of paper. And what I want you to do is just draw a a straight line. You're going to draw, these are reference lines. These are your construction lines for finding where the features are. You're going to draw them lightly. You want to draw them dark enough so you see them, but you don't want them too dark. So we're just going to do a straight line down. Then you're going to choose a unit of measure. Let me do this. I got to find a straight edge. Okay, from the top of there to the top of there is my unit of measure. That will be my eye measure. I'm going to use that everywhere. Whatever you choose. Do probably at least an inch, mainly again so you see what you're doing. So I'm going to do a top measure. The head is 7 eye lengths from top to bottom. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is called the medial line. I don't care if you're a beginning artist or you are a master artist. A master artist is still going to draw that line. This is a very important reference line for portraiture. So don't think, oh, well, I'm a beginner. I have to draw that line. When I get, to be a master, I won't.
Even if you're not doing a face straight on, so if you're doing a face like
Well,
this,
if you're
is that
doing a profile, you can still do some, but
Okay.
if you're 3/4, yes.
Okay.
If you're down like this, if you're up like this, the line's going to change. It's
Yeah.
going to, depending on how the tilt of the head is.
Right, okay.
We're doing a straight-on face. It's not tilted down. It's not tilted up. We're looking straight on at the face with this exercise. So now I want you to go 1, 2, 3 down and draw a little tick mark halfway between 3 and 4. A little mark right between the 3rd and the 4th. Then come down 1, 2, 3, 4. And right in between there, a mark. Now,
It's between the
We're gonna
fourth and
take
the
the straight
fourth and the
edge.
fifth.
now we're going to do a horizontal line. So make sure you're straight against your paper because you want all these lines straight.
No, here's one here. There's one.
This is the halfway point to the head. So everybody got that? This is where your eye is. The mistake a lot of people make when they're first starting is they draw the eye too high up on the head. The eye is right in the middle between the top and the chin. So now you got to draw the horizontal line that way.
She's not counting the very top section as a section.
Yeah,
And she,
this is where the top of the head is.
there, see, she's starting from the first notch down to the 7th notch, and then in the middle it's 3.5.
2, 3.5.
Okay.
Got it?
That's the first one.
Pardon me?
That's the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now we're taking our eye measurement again. Now whatever your unit is, if you can, divide that in half.
Divide the eye measurement in half.
Divide the eye measurement in half. And now we're going to put that half tick right where we drew the vertical line. And then we're going to make a mark on either side. That's one eye length, right in the middle.
In the middle where the line between
Yeah,
3 and
where
4.
we meet, where we have those crosshairs, we now have
That's
a half of an eye and a half an eye on either
And that's
side.
between 3 and 4.
Between 3 and 4. Okay? Now, got it? Okay. So now take that eye measurement again, the whole eye measurement, and go one eye here, one eye here, go to the other side, one eye, one eye. The head is five eye widths from side to side. So now we have the top of the head, we have the edge of the head, we have the center. We know we can keep everything symmetrical because our face is symmetrical, and this line's going to help us keep everything symmetrical. We have the eye level, and we have this horizontal. So now we're not going to tilt it, and so one eye is up here and one eye is down there. Okay, so got it?
Wait, I know that guy.
Now we're going to do a simple drawing tool, and that's called boxing in. Boxing in is wherever you're drawing. If you're drawing a mouse, if you're drawing an elephant, what is the length of your subject matter, what's the height of your subject matter, and you box that in, and now you draw your object in that box. That's going to keep you from skewing your drawing. So we're going to do that. So I want you to just go up at the top, draw a parallel line for the top area. We're boxing in the top of the head. Go down to the bottom, do the same.
Smart.
Your head's going to go in here. You know exactly where you're going to place your head. Now, before you start drawing it, I don't know how many of
Where do we put the vertical line?
pardon me?
Where do we put the vertical line?
I can't hear the question.
Where do you put the vertical
Vertical
line?
line.
It's halfway. Because we went 2.5 eyes this way and 2.5 eyes this way. So this is the center line, and the center right there down your nose, your mouth, between your eyes. Before you draw the head, and you're just going to rough sketch it, I want you to do this. Put your hand up here on your head, and I want you to feel your way down. You come down, it slopes down, and about right here is about the widest portion to your head. And you're going to feel it now slope. It's sloping, sloping, sloping until it gets to here. And this is where your eye is, and it's sloped in. Now I'm just going to go like this. Your head is about up there, so you can see how long that slope was. Now it slopes this way. It goes down to your cheekbone, and that's a very short slope. And then it slopes gradually this way to the angle of the jaw. Now it slopes again, and then across. So you kind of get a feel for what happened there. And that's what you're going to do in this box. So you know that the widest is going to be right in about here. You're going to come around, you're going to slope here. It's going to go in some, and it's going to come out for the cheekbone, and then we're going to go down, something like that. So you can rough it in. A lot of people like to draw continuous lines. It's going to be much more dynamic in your drawing if you do short kind of diagonal lines. So you go sort of like, I was sketching, so maybe we'll go like, I want it about right here, so, and I want it to be pretty equal. I'm doing this off to the side. And then I'm going to slope in, and I'm going to tick mark where I'm going to put that indentation at the eye. So it's dropping down. And then the cheek doesn't come out quite as much as it does up there, so I'm not going to go back out quite so much. I'm going to go about like that. And then I remember it kind of angles slightly, and now it turns this way, and then it goes like that. So I'm going to get in front of the camera here in a minute. I'm going to go here, there's my line. Go out, not quite as far, slope down, and then down, something like that. Okay, we got a skull. Got it? Everybody there?
Should that bottom line end at the end of 7?
Right there.
Yes.
Yes, that's the end of 7.
That's at the end of 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have the width 5, the height 7, eye is halfway. So now, boxed in, and we are going to start with facial features. The eye has been our measurement. It's also going to be our central reference feature of the face. Everything can be found by where that eye location is. Oh, we're not done there yet. We're not there yet. Okay, so this is, I want you to go up to this first line here, and now we're going to draw a parallel line. All of yours are light, mine's dark, just because. So you can see it.
Yeah. That's what it's supposed to be? Yeah. Is that an eyeliner?
That's your hairline.
Oh.
So, when you look at your face, there's your hairline. The top of your head is in the back. And it's like, oh, I never really thought about that. That what I'm visually seeing at the top of my head is in the back. And then I thought, oh, now I know why this is called the forehead. It's the forward part of the head. Duh. So we've got to this. We know where the hair is going to start. We're not going to deal with hair today, guys, so don't go there. But now we have the hairline. Now we're going to come 1 unit, 2 units. We're right above the eye line at the second, it's actually the third one down, but 2 here from this line. Now we're going to draw another horizontal line.
At 3,
Oops, I can check mine right. Get it straight.
3 units down from the top, right?
Sorry about that.
The third.
right above the eye. That's what you want. Below the line you just drew.
No, above it, I did. Oh.
Above the eye line.
Above the.
Two down from the hair. So 1 unit, 2 units from the hairline. Eyebrow.
That's called what?
The eyebrow.
Eyebrow, wow.
That's where you're gonna locate the eyebrow.
Wow.
Cool, I'm glad. I'm glad, I'm glad. Okay, now we're gonna go two more. So don't get confused with your eye line. We're gonna drop down from the eyebrow 1, 2. We're gonna draw another horizontal line.
2 up.
Bottom
Base of the nose.
of the nose.
Right, yes, you gotta put your nose in.
Well, that's the bottom of the nose. So that's nose line.
2 more down. We're at the bottom of the face, and we are at the chin.
The jowls. Close to the
So
jowls.
if you took, when I talked about thirds and halves on the face, I'm going to have this side be my thirds measurement so you can see. If we took the hairline away, I have 2, 2, and 2. So 1/3, 1/3, and 1/3. From the chin to the nose is equal, from the nose to the eyebrow is equal to the eyebrow to the hairline.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? On this side, sorry, I'm going to squiggle over that. From the top of the head, the eye line, 1/2. To the chin, 1/2.
So up here.
One half here,
1/2 here.
1/2 between.
Between the top of the head and the eyes, to the eyes and the chin is 1/2 and
Well,
1/2.
there's a mark there, so that would be the.
That's just for you to kind of just have a general, we're not putting it in here, we've already got the half here and here.
And that's
This
where
is
the
the eye
ear.
line. So
That would be the
this
ear
here
line.
is where we've got the eye. Eye line, top of head,
This is the eye line.
bottom of head.
So I got it.
Now, there are lots of different ways to start a drawing of the head. And a lot of people start with that egg. But then, you have to do all the division to get all of that. To me, it was like, yeah, I think I want to just go with that unit measurement and do it this way. This is how I like to do it. There are lots of different ways to draw it. But everything I kept reading, and it all got back to this. At the end, you should be here. And I thought it was easier to get here than have to go, okay, now I have the egg, now I have to divide to find out what those 7 spaces are. And then I make the proportions right, so I have 5 spaces going this way. So, we're there. Okay, we have now,
Gerry, a quick question. Do you go through this every time you want to paint a portraiture?
I know it seems silly, does it not? Yes, it
Well,
does.
no. I just, it's cumbersome. Do you go through this every time on the
It's a lot
canvas?
faster if she doesn't have to tell you how to do it.
Yeah.
Well,
And it's
it's
better than trying to fix proportions after the fact.
This is just, I'm just going to show you this very quickly. I will take a photograph and then I will look at it and see how it works out.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, from the chin to the bottom of the nose, to the nose, to the eyebrow, she's looking up, so this perspective is different on this. But because I know this now, I can now apply it here, and I can look, and I can see, these are place markers. Those places could change, and it does depend on if somebody's looking down or somebody's looking up. All of this goes away. It's there, but it changes. Because now you're dealing with perspective drawing as well. It gets more complicated yet. But really, you do this a couple of times and it becomes really easy. So you may not want it, you say, this is way cumbersome. do 10 of these, it won't be cumbersome. 10 minutes and you'll have it done. Right now it's your first time and it's like, yeah, what is this? But I've done, I do a lot of these. Yeah, it's very helpful. It's good practice.
So you would say that it's pretty accurate then?
Pardon me?
You would say it's pretty accurate?
You're,
That,
if you do this, your face is going to look realistic. It may not look accurate because everybody's different, and you've got to use these reference lines and tweak things because our faces are different.
Right.
And you do a lot of measuring if you want to get the the exactness of the portrait. But now we know where the eye is located, where the nose is located, where the mouth is located. No, we haven't done the mouth yet. Okay. So this line, we're going to go from the chin up one. That line right there. Let's do another horizontal line. And then we'll have reference marks for pretty much everything. And I'm going to go this way here because if I were to go from here, this is kind of architectural. This is the bottom of the nose, bottom of the chin. If I do one half and one half of that measurement, I now have bottom of the mouth.
So this bottom.
So now you have your mouth, your nose, your eyes, your eyebrow, your hairline.
You did 1/2 between what square, the second one?
Between the unit from the chin to that first unit up.
Okay, and there's a half there.
And that's your bottom of your mouth.
It's actually at where the tick mark for number 6 would have been.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah.
She didn't half any of the
Right. She
regular
just half between 5 and 7, which is at 6.
Yeah, that's the same. Thank you.
Right in between the second.
Okay, so now we have the location of everything, and now we're going to use the eye as our main reference point, and we're going to draw an eye. So I'm going to show you. So we already said that one of the mistakes is having the eye too high. The other is they're too close together or they're too far apart. Well, we know this is, the eyes are one eye apart from each other, so we know the eye's going to start here, and it's going to start here, it's going to end here, it's going to end here. Now, the thing is, I want you to draw a little dot above the outer part of the eye, up a little ways, because the outer edge of the eye sits higher than the inside of the eye.
Isn't that bizarre?
So the eye slants a little bit. And here's one of the most fearfully, wonderfully made. I thought tear duct, well, that's where your tears come from. No, your tear gland is up in your upper eyelid, and it washes tears across your eyes and goes into the tear duct. And that little tilt gives the tear that momentum to drain down across the eye into the tear duct. Isn't that cool? Not only am I right-brained, I'm very left-brained. So let me draw this little. So then my question was, everybody said, okay, that's the eye line. I'm going, what part of the eye? You know, is it the center where the iris is, the pupil is? What's there? Because I could get the eye too low or too high. And actually, we're going to kind of place this tear duct here. So I'm just going to I've got like that, kind of like that for the tear duct. Now the upper eyelid let me draw it first, okay? It slants up pretty quickly. And then at about 1/3 of the way of the eye, here we go with the thirds again. So we've got this slantward up. Sometimes now it gradually slopes, and sometimes it continues to gradually slope up, and sometimes it just starts dropping down. We're going to just have it drop down. So we're going to drop it down gradually to that little dot that we made that's above the eye line. And on the bottom eyelid, it's the opposite. So it starts at a gradual slope downward, about 2/3 of the way this direction. So you've got 1/3, 2/3. Now you do 2/3, 1/3. So we're going to slope gradually, not very much. We're going to go like that, and then we're going to slope upward. So most of the eye actually sits above the line because that slope of the eye on the lower lid is much shallower, and then when it tilts up, it goes actually above the eye line because the eye is tilted itself. And then for the, so let's do the other side. Now we're trying to be symmetrical, so kind of see how you're doing on that when you do it. But we're going to go up, slope down, slope gradually down, and then slope up. The eye is there, and we're going to put the iris. Okay, so the iris can kind of be under that lower eyelid, or it can just touch the lower eyelid. So it can go like that, and it's hidden more by the upper eyelid, covers more of it. Usually the upper lid is touching the pupil. If the eye is looking straight forward. Game changes if the eye's looking down or up. But right now, so we've got that. Now, I drew a circle. And here is a fun thing about, they say, you know what you know, and then you know what you see. And in one of the books I was reading, two books I read, the artist takes a circle template and draws the iris. And I'm thinking, I've done enough now, I'm thinking, that's not how I've seen them. And it is a circle, but that's not what you see. What you see is this will slant a little bit like that, and it may go a little bit like that.
Yeah, they're not.
And I'm going to show you the book so you can see that. Here. Here's how I've got that part of the iris. It changes it to here. Here it's sloping out here, and there it's going around there. It looks so much more realistic. It is a circle, but that's not what you see. And you want to draw what you see. Sometimes the pupil can almost look like a square. It's really interesting. And let's see. Look at his pupil here. His pupil is there. It's almost V-shaped, and then it comes around a little bit.
Oh, yeah, because half of it's covered up.
It's all about seeing. It's all about taking the time to see. And I have the hardest time. I'm like everybody. I want to rush to the details, and I know what I know. And I draw a circle. And then it looks like an eye, but it's not gonna look as dynamic and really as realistic as what the eye is. It's really kind of weird. But I thought that was a good example of that. And it is, I may not have drawn it that way. Got that. About a third, and a third. Now I'm just going to put it in it. So we've got a pupil up here somewhere. I just want to get that going. I don't even know where I am. How much time? What time did we?
You have another 15, 20 minutes.
Oh dear. Okay. All right. Eyebrow. So, go to the eyebrow. The eyebrow shape, you all know, very different from person to person. But typically, it goes beyond the eye on either side. So we know whatever we're going to draw, we're going to come out a little bit more. And a typical would be, it kind of slants like this, and then it drops really quite fast. So we're just going to draw an eyebrow that goes beyond the eye, goes beyond the eye. Kind of just the opposite of what the upper eyelid does. So the eye's been our reference point for our eyebrows. So now we're going to do the nose. Nose are typically drawn too long or too short. Well, we've already figured that out. We're not going to get that because we know where our nose goes. They're also drawn too narrow or too wide. And now we've got to figure out, well, how wide is the nose? Our eye is our reference point. We're going to go to the edge of the eye, right there, and try to be parallel to that line. And you drop a line down. And I'm parallel. And drop a line down. Okay, so there's the width of our nose. Now the nose is very complex because it's made up of a lot of planes. And so we're going to kind of look at that a little bit. Here's another thing. Okay, we've got our eyebrows, and you can feel down, and you can feel from your eyebrows the slope to where your nose is. So you've got this kind of slope towards the center line. And so what I want you to do is come out here equal however much you want for right now. We're just going to draw a dot and a dot. And then we're going to draw a line from the eyebrow to that dot, and from the eyebrow to that dot. This area right here is called the keystone. And it's really, we don't really pay much attention to it, but it's kind of important to pay attention to because this is where you're dropping from your brow line and this plane, and you're dropping inward and down. So there's this dip right here that's happening right there. And what you will see when you have lighting, typically you'll see a shadow along this whole area right in here. And it may be on that side too. So now we're going to go to either side where we drop down here, but we're going to go up a little ways. Let's go up. I'm going up about that much and that much. So I've got two dots. Now I'm going to go from this line, the diagonal where it meets the eye line, and I'm going to drop down to there. Go down like that. I'm going to do it on the other side. Sorry, I'm going to be in the way in a minute. Okay. Got that? Okay, now we're going to do it again, but now we're going to come down, I'll say about here and here. We're going to go from that same line, but now we're going to drop down like that. And we're going to drop down like that. Now we have the top plane of the nose, and we have the side plane of the nose. And when you're looking straight on, and if you're looking straight on at a person, the bottom of the nose, see, the bottom of the nose is going to be below, you're going to see, this is going to be the bottom of the nose. And how somebody did it is, you do a mountain, and then you drop down into a valley, and then you come back up to a mountain again, and you come to there. And now you put a parenthesis. Parentheses, parentheses. You got your nose. It's a place marker. This is where it's going to be. This gives you pretty much the shape of the nose and what the shape of the nose is going to be. So now let's go. Okay, got the nose? Okay, let's do the mouth. The mouth can either be from the center of the iris for a wider mouth, or it might be, or the pupil, I'm sorry, well, it'll be the center of the iris as well. Or the side of the pupil, for a narrower mouth. We'll go from the center. So go from about the center, drop down to that mouth line, down here. We got the bottom. This is the bottom lip. So now we're going to have to find, where is this line? Where do the lips meet? So we're going to take these two units here from the bottom of the nose and chin, which are, that's one unit, that's the second unit. And now we're going to guess. We're going to guess at this. As far as it's 1/3. We want to divide this space into thirds. So I'm going to say maybe about yay and yay. And now how you want to check? Here's a way to check. Okay, I did that. Okay, I'm off there, and I'm off there. So this, I got a lot more here and a lot more here. So this is too narrow. This isn't long enough. So let me do it here. And I put it here. Okay, now I'm right there, pretty close there. Yeah, I've got it. So what Patrice would say, at first you guess, then you measure, and then you correct. Simple. That's the easy thing about drawing. You guess, you measure, oh, I correct. And it takes, doesn't it take all the intimidation out of it? I just thought that was, oh, that's cool. We got an eraser. You can do this. So, okay, so this is 1/3. So back to that horizontal line. We're going to take that, this is out. We're going to take that. I'm going to go over here. Now we're going to draw a line. So I'm going to do this too. I just want you to see this. So now we have 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. So we had half on this to the bottom of the lip, 1/3 to get to where they meet, and then they don't really give you a measurement for up here. But the upper lip is not as deep or as tall as the bottom lip. So the bottom lip's fatter. Now, the upper lip comes out a little bit more and the lower lip kind of tucks under. So I'm going to show you, let me do it with, I think I can do it with a pencil. That's not going to work. Let me try this, see if you can see it. So for drawing the lip, I'm going to draw a small circle. I'm going to draw a bigger circle next to it. And I'm going to draw another circle here. And I can make these bigger. Yeah. And now down here, I'm going to draw a bigger circle like, you know what, I'm going to do it down here. I'm going to do it here. I got a small circle, I got a bigger circle, I got a bigger circle, I do a circle here, I do a circle here. Now this with the center line, I've got to move that over. So now I have this with the lips, that's the center line. Gonna drop down, and then this is gonna be bigger because we know that's, and we're gonna tuck it under and there. You kind of get the shape of the mouth. You see that? Does that make sense? That's a little, that kind of helps you to, and so the lower lip kind of does, this piece here, this piece here, then we got this here, and the scale may not be right for being that far apart, but come up, come down, up, drop down. Yeah, that kind of works. And it kind of, on some faces, it kind of puckers right here. But it drops down here, and it goes up there. The upper lip is at an angle, kind of like that. So it's in the shadow. So this lip is going to pretty much be in the shadow. This lip sits out like a shelf, and so it catches light. So you're going to have a highlight in your lip area that you're going to look for when you're doing your drawing. And so because it has a shelf, so now let's do we're going to do one more of those halves. We have half from, we have a whole length. This is that 7th unit from the bottom of the mouth to the chin. And if you were to go halfway, I'm just going to kind of guesstimate, that's about half. You feel right there at the indentation? You go, oh, that's the bottom of my teeth right there. Feel that? Can you feel your teeth there? Oh, and then it juts out. So this is, usually you're gonna, you sometimes see a shadow happening. And under the mouth you can see a shadow happening because the lips touching the light here, and so it's creating a shadow down here. These are things you want to be looking for. So let's place the ear. The ear is the top of the ear over on this side. Top of the ear is at the eyebrow. And it drops down and around, and it ends at the bottom of the nose.
Bottom of the what?
The bottom of the nose.
Oh, wow. The bottom.
Yeah. Usually people draw the ear too small.
It's big.
And I am not going to go into any detail with you guys. In a frontal view, these are the features that you want to make prominent. And I've seen some paintings where the ear, like, did they forget? It's not finished, but it's not the focal point, and you want the focal point to be the most finished part. So now we're going to look at the chin just a little bit, because we didn't really define, we just kind of sketched that part in. So we're going to refine this area here a little bit. So I want you to feel again, here's your cheekbone, and you slope down gradually, and you come to that angle of the chin, or the jaw. Now feel across, and it's really in the vicinity of that, either the end of the mouth or where that dip is in your mouth. So you're going to look for that as to where that is on the person. And so if it's down here, so this is sloped more, so the ear is there. Bring that in a little bit. We're actually, oftentimes people go, boom, but it isn't. It's a gradual slope, and then somewhere in this vicinity here, it makes a change and drops down. And what happens if you do it from here to here, then the face becomes really narrow. But when you're drawing a person, you want to go, okay, what is that slope? What is that angle that they have? And where does it start to change? Okay. Got a face.
Yeah.
May not be the face you were hoping to do today. That's really underwhelming, that face. But it's the beginning. It's the structure. It gives you the placeholders of where everything is. And if you get those proportions in your drawing, you're going to have a realistic looking face, and you're not going to say, there's something the matter with that face.
All right.
So I was going through some stuff in my garage the other day, and I found this in a sketchbook. And this is a drawing that my son did, probably when he was 16 or something, I think. And I'm looking at it and I'm going, oh wow, that's really cool. It looks funny. Why does it look funny? Well, the eyes are too high on the head. And he actually reversed the eye. He went 2/3, dropped down 1/3, drop down fast there, more slope that way. See the difference? Isn't that interesting? Wow. I just thought that was kind of, I was like, oh, well, I'll bring that to show you guys. I think it's helpful. I was gonna, but I didn't think we'd have time, have you just draw a face quickly at the beginning. But I thought, well, I don't want anybody to be intimidated, thinking, well, I don't know how to draw one, it's just gonna be all mistakes. But it's kind of good to compare and say, now I see the eyes are in the middle of the face. They're not up there where I thought they were. But anyway, I hope that will be helpful. So there are 3 things to consider. What's your purpose of drawing your face? Are you wanting to draw a likeness? If you're going to draw a likeness, you are going to do a lot of measuring. You are going to spend a lot of time at the front end. figuring out where everything belongs. And that's just what you do, because you want a likeness. A lot of, in my Let's Face It class, they'll say, well, I'm not really going for a likeness. And that's okay, that's fine. When you're done, you still have used the proportions, and it looks like a face. And like Joyce would always say to us, when we would do a painting, she says, no, I don't want to see your photo. I just want to see the finished. Because we're not comparing. People aren't going to look at that painting, and because you're not going to have the photo there. So they're not going to know that it's different. Does the painting work? That's what you want to do. And so the thing, if you're not after a likeness, if you're just after drawing a face, but you want it to look realistic, then you at least want your proportions right. And then the third, so I thought I'd show you. Oh, the other thing is why this is underwhelming. We are not lines, people. There aren't lines in your face. There are values. And that's what you have to change. This from lines to values. So let me show you in his book. See where I had it. I can find it quick, I hope. Maybe not.
Almost in Melania.
So I thought I had it tagged.
No, I don't know how to draw a man wanted poster.
I did. He is an instructor at the Academy of Art in San Francisco. Look at him. He's doing all of those construction lines that we talked about.
Oh, yes.
He's a master artist, but this is what he does. And then now he's working with the planes of the face, and he's getting that all right. He's got lots of lines. We're going to go there. We're going to do those lines. That's what he ends up with. No lines. All values.
So you charge more when you do portraits. I do.
Huh?
Charge more when you do
Yeah.
portraits.
Yeah. And if you're doing a portrait in color, you are doing values, and you're also dealing with color and temperature. Cool and light colors of the face. And so that's a whole another ball game when you're doing in a portrait in color. But I mean, he's a fabulous artist. He's wonderful. So here's if you want to do it realistically, you're going to take lots of time. He takes lots of time. Here's another artist, a friend, Sue's, or Sue Life, or she don't, I don't think she knows her personally. She's not caring about proportions. She's exaggerating. And if that's what she wants to do, that's great. That's awesome. Joyce would ask us in class, did you mean to do that? Well, she wouldn't say it like that, but the question is that what you meant to do? If you meant to do it, then it's fine. If you didn't mean to do it, and that's what you did, that's wrong. She doesn't say it that. She says it much nicer than that.
Who's Joyce?
Joyce Martin, she teaches oil.
In the green stripes?
Yeah. So this artist in the class in Let's Face It, she began with the structure of the hand. She didn't go into a lot of detail, but she still knows how to draw a hand. She knows the structure of the body, and then she plays off that. And that's fine too. Here's another artist. Come back. You know,
See?
there's a whole book written on him, and none of his faces are proportional.
Noses are.
And they're wonderful, and lots of people try to do what he does.
Who's that artist?
Huh?
What's the name of that artist?
This one, oh, you would ask. Liani.
Modigliani.
Juliana.
How do you say it? Yeah, I can't say it. But anyway, yeah. So, you know, it's what you want to do. One of the artists, if you're drawing, if you want to draw like Oliver, then as she was saying, even if at the beginning of your portrait and your proportions and everything's exact, it changes as you keep working on your thing. You are constantly measuring. So, you know, it just depends on what you want to do. You know, I'm very left brain as well as right brain, so I kind of like this kind of stuff. Somebody who's just very, very right brain is going to be this kind of maybe. You know, and those are fine.
You can show them what you've done.
That was a lovely article.
That's
so much.
spectacular though.
You should show them what she's done.
So that's.
That's just stunning. Yeah. Wow.
Very nice presentation, Gerry. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, Gerry, where'd you go? Afraid I lost you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I sculpt, and I stay away from people because I don't know how to sculpt the face. And what you showed can apply to clay. It can.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. Thank you.
If you want to go back and see, so you, I mean, this is what we're talking about, two dimensions. If you want to go back to the YouTube video of Valerie Burkhoff, of when she did her clay modeling for you, and you can see she's got those lines in the clay.
Yeah. Get the shape and then put the lines in.
Yeah.
Thank you. Very, very valuable. Okay, let's take a break and we're kind of running a little over. How about 10 minutes? How about we be back at 3:55? Is that okay? Okay, 3:55 and we'll continue. Okay, a couple of announcements and then we are going to go into the artist sharing. Before I do that, I want to ask, there is a list here for the artists that have signed up to share their art. Is there anybody who brought art that did not sign the list?
I didn't.
Deborah, I put you on, and I did not put you on.
Deborah.
You are Deborah.
Yes.
Woo, okay. I'll just put a 2 next to Deborah. Okay, we're good?
Yeah.
Okay, we're good with that, all right, because that's important. Okay, a couple of things I want to talk about. First of all, the next event that we've got coming up, I'm thinking, no, it isn't, forget that. Okay, September meeting. We want to invite the artists who are on the studio tour.
Between now and the tour, September 26th, 27th, 28th, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, is when you should be reaching out to your friends and neighbors and let them know about the tour, and hopefully it's sparking some interest. Sylvia has passed out an email with the graphic on there that you can use in any kind of email networking you want to do as well. Any questions? So once again, we have 10 studios, 40 artists. We had around close to 400 people, 350 people or so last year, and we're hoping to increase that quite a bit. I think the most important thing to make it successful is participation. Getting people out to just go to at least one studio check it out, see what it is. Maybe they'll want to go to some other studios. A lot of work has been done behind the scenes by a small group of people, and I want to thank all of those people. But we'll see how it turns out. And congratulations to all the artists. It's a big deal. This is my first time on the tour, so I'm looking forward to it. We'll see if we sell anything, but mostly it's being able to talk to people about art. I think that's what it's all about. Okay, thanks.
And we'll have brochures for the tour at our meeting next time. We had hoped to have them, but, you know, shipping being what it is, they arrived today during the meeting.
Is there anybody here at the meeting that would be interested in getting a group of brochures so they could distribute them in a public place? I see thousands of hands. Okay, I've got a couple of names. Can you write that? I'm gonna write down your contact. Coordinate with you guys.
We're ready. Let's go. What you got?
Okay, you guys, I'm just gonna keep going here. As far as the September meeting, it is September 15th, which is ahead of the studio tour. So again, studio artists, if you would like to bring a piece of your art and share with us, we'd love to see it, okay? Kind of a prelude to the tour. The Motherlode Show, just briefly, the Motherlode Show is now accepting entries until September 19th. And many of you know that it is at the MAC in Rancho Cordova. Is there anybody here who has already entered? Okay. The entries are amazing. Sue has told me that there are 113 entries with 47 artists. That's huge. That puts us ahead, almost ahead of what we were last year. So we're definitely on track, and it's going to be a good show. Okay? Any questions on that? Read the newsletter. Let me see. The member show. Okay. The member show is coming up, and it is October. So hang on. Carolyn Cunningham is not here. Carolyn is the chair for the member show at the Government Center. And she has told me very nicely, she spelled it out. So I'm just going to read this, okay? So forgive me for reading. But the member show will run from Monday, October 6th through Friday, October 10th. Intake is Monday, October 6th from 8 a.m. until 9:30. 9:30 is an exact cutoff. If you're not here at the Government Center bringing your art in after at 9:30, it's not going to happen.
If there's a line at 9:30, we will clear the line.
Oh, okay. Our illustrious president said we're not going to send you home.
If you're in line at 9:30.
But what happens at 9:30, it's all hands on deck. They got to hang the show. They got to get it ready because then the judge comes in. I mean, it is jam-packed. The reception and outtake is Friday, October 10th. Awards begin at 3:30. Removal of artwork begins as soon as the awards are over. Not before, but afterwards. The show will be categorized and judged by subject matter. So that means, for example, animals. Animals will be oil paintings, water paintings, sculptures, it's all animals. Landscape will be all landscape, okay? The judge is Margaret Welty. If you know what you'll be entering, you may want to send images for consideration for publication in the Mountain Democrat. Is that correct, Sylvia?
I'm already getting pictures.
Okay, good. Sylvia's getting pictures. The information to do that is on the website. Entry rules and entry form is available on the website. Please download and fill out the entry form to bring in when you are bringing your art in. Please pay attention to the rules. This is not Carolyn, this is me. There is a size limitation, and there are hanging apparatuses that, because I don't paint, I call them apparatuses. You gotta have the correct hanger, okay? And it's in the rules. Please read. We've had to turn some people away.
This hanger will fit on the hooks that we have. If the hanger is any narrower than this, it will not fit on the hooks, and we will not hang it.
What if you have like just the little
The wire is absolutely perfect, but if
Okay.
you're defaulting to one of these
Okay.
hangers that are integrated with your frames, this is the very smallest hanger that will fit on those hooks.
Okay.
3/8 of an inch.
Okay.
All right, we got, that's important stuff. You should have received information in the most recent newsletter about signing up for shifts ahead of intake day. Linnell is welcome to provide more information. Linnell, did you send out the email for signing up to all members?
Well, we did a blast, and so all the members got a blast
Okay.
with a URL that they can go to at signup.com, and they can sign themselves up for a shift. We're just trying to get ahead of it because you guys show up on Monday morning, and the shifts that you need or want to work with your schedule that week are all full. So now you have an opportunity to do it in advance.
Okay, and that's important because part of entering the, your art in the show is to volunteer for a shift sit. I said that very carefully. And that came out good. Okay, I laugh at my own jokes. Okay. Everything you need to know is found in the information on the website. Please read the information, and if you have questions, email Carolyn Cunningham. She is a taskmaster, and we are very proud of that. Very proud of that. The fall show judge is Margaret Welty. Will be critiquing members' work at the September meeting. Okay, so that's going to be a packed meeting because if we've got artists bringing pieces in for the tour, and then we have artists bringing pieces in to be critiqued, how cool is that? That's going to be a great meeting. Bring a piece of your art to have the chance to hear her comments and suggestions. We'll probably do it on a lottery situation because time constraints, but we'll see what we can do. Artwork critiqued by Margaret at the September meeting is eligible to be entered into the member show. So pretty darn
Specific.
yes, specific. So that's good. Okay, and I think I just wanted to mention membership is 187. That's
People.
that makes us a very healthy club. I'll tell you, I'm kind of proud of that. That's really good. Okay, let's go ahead and do the art share. Okay, the first one I want to call is Linnell because Linnell is manning the video, and I want her to.
Try to figure
Me
out how to
first.
show this. So I did two different portraits, and they both have different vibes. A lot of you know I do this work with AI using Midjourney, and so I created these using word prompts. And this one was a serious young man with glasses in profile, I've been asked more than one time if I used the word Obama in the prompt. I did not. And then this was actually the first one I did, which was an older woman with glasses with a square jaw. And both of these included in the prompt in the style of David Hockney. So I've gotten some pushback for using a live artist name in the prompt, but pushback because I'm all about seeing what the computer will do and how it reads things. Any of you that are familiar with my Chaos series know that was created around the election. So I like to see what the computer's thinking about the things that are important to us.
Really cool. Thank you. Okay, Patty, we've got you to bring your art up to the front.
Do you want me to bring it?
Well, yeah, that's the idea.
Are there more than 2 copies? Run, Patty, run!
And then
Run,
Wendy.
Patty, run! I don't run.
Wendy and then Liz. Liz, where's Liz?
Liz is still here.
Have you
She
got,
hasn't
have you got
escaped.
your art with you?
She's on the table.
Okay, okay. You know, that might help. I thought Sherry's going, okay.
Everybody's getting their art. I was the only one that snuck out ahead of time.
Well, I'm not getting mine. It's okay, I'm good. We'll just, get your art. That helps, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, so while we're waiting for that, a song? No? Okay. Say goodbye, Patty. Here comes Patty.
Here I come, here I come, here I come.
Here comes Patty.
This is my wizard dude. I'm sure his face is not in proportion, where is she?
Okay, you want to talk in here?
That wizard's got a big head.
And he's not in proportion. I look at him when I'm sitting downstairs watching TV, and he's not in proportion, but he's cute. Got a big beard.
Yeah.
He looks a lot like my partner, don't you think? You'll get to see. He's there all the time, let's put it that way. Okay.
Okay?
Very nice, Patty.
All right. And Wendy?
Beautiful. So I'm self-taught. I haven't had a class, so this class that I had today was my first drawing class. But I have always drawn, and this is one of my earlier works. And I've done all of the things wrong that we talked about today. This one is one that I really like. The image is probably copyrighted, so it's not anything that I can, but that's how I learned, was looking at an image that I really like and painting it. And so, and this one, where did it go? Oh,
by
this
your
one
chair.
I'm still working on. And the idea with this one is, and you can tell she's got a really weird chin and the lips were really hard, so if I knew that proportion thing, I'm gonna go back and see how high her eyebrows are from her hair. But the idea is, I wanna get all of this way in the background, so it's a really dark lit room is what it's gonna look like, unless I destroy it when I try to do that.
Thanks for sharing that with
Go
us.
for it. Sherry. Let's bring Sherry now.
Okay, I've been working on 8x10s, and what I've been doing is taking people's faces.
That looks like you.
It was me.
That's
This is one of my sons, and that's the other one. They're brothers. And I've been this.
That's cool.
This was the fairy there, and then this was my cousin and his daughter.
Wow, those are really
So they were just really fun. I've been using acrylic pens, brushes, acrylic pens and brushes, and I like it because it's fast paced.
Love it.
Nice work. Good work,
Yes,
Sharon.
no pages needed.
Cheryl French. Oh, there you are.
That would be me,
That's you.
all my life. So I'm Cheryl French, I'm from Citrus Heights, and
love
if you
it.
can't tell, it's a self-portrait, then it's no for you.
Wow.
But
That's really cool.
my trick with this, my goal with this, my intention with this was not just to show an image to be recognizable, but what happens on the inside? Who are you on the inside? So yeah, the skin tone's a little funky, and the lips are kind of like smiles plastered on, and the the clothing's kind of cartoony, that kind of thing. So when you rip away the outside persona, the mask, that's the person that you really see inside. So that area becomes hyper-realistic, and on this ripped-off flap, you see words that literally describe who I am personality-wise and what I am inside.
Wow.
So this is an inside-outside, and the name of the piece is Open Up.
Nice, very nice, Cheryl.
Very, very striking.
I love the way these challenges just
Yeah.
bring it out. I love it. Just great.
Brings out the best in all
Great.
of us.
Yeah.
Colleen Brown. Oh, there's Colleen. Oh,
I
I got a peek of that one.
don't really draw, so I watercolor. So.
Wow.
It's my grandson from a couple years back.
That's beautiful.
Kids are hard too. That's great. You did a nice job with that.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's the medium?
Pardon?
Watercolor. Is it
What's-
watercolor?
Is it watercolor?
Wow.
Yes.
That is pretty spectacular.
Nice, very nice.
Christina.
Oh, Christina, I think, had to leave.
Oh,
I saw her piece. It was excellent. She's a sculptor, and it was a yoga pose. It was really very nice.
sorry, I missed
But
it.
she's doing SAC Open Studio, so she's busy right now.
Okay. And Paul.
No, I thought that was for, sign up for next month, so.
Oh,
Oh. Well, you're there, you know. We can't, who can ask for anything more,
He got
right?
a face in his art giveaway. A face in his art giveaway.
Okay. Marie Gonzalez. Yes, there you are.
Self-portrait in soft pastels.
Very nice, very nice.
This is like over 10 years old. And right before I left today, I thought, oh yeah, it said something about sharing. Of course, I took it off the wall and brought it.
Excellent.
I had to dust it off.
And is it pastel?
Yes.
I love it.
That is gorgeous. That is beautiful.
Very nice work, Marie.
10 years old. And then we have the other Patty. The other Patty.
Still struggling.
So we want to stand here, and this is the camera, so I'm gonna show that.
Well, now that's fun.
Yes.
Yes, it was very much fun drawing. And who doesn't like a balloon?
Yes.
Absolutely.
These are a combination of my grandkids.
That's great.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And-
thanks
and
for bringing that.
They're walking, they're in motion.
Yeah.
I like
Yes.
motion, I
Yes.
like motion
Yeah.
pictures.
Yeah, that was my plan, put them in motion.
Yeah, beautiful.
Very cool.
Beautiful. And we have Kate next. Oh,
So I do lots of stuff, but I realized that when I went to look for something, I haven't done people since my first art class, which was like in '05 or something. So this is what I do. And so I realized that I do animals because I can look at an animal and a face is almost intimidating to me to look at. And so I realized this is a whole and it's something I need to work on. But thank you for looking at
That's a nice goal.
at my attempt. Anyway, so it was from like a photo, like an art 101 or something.
very nice.
Very nice.
So that's from '06, Kate?
Yeah, it's pretty old.
Okay, '06, all right. Okay, Deborah 1. We've got two Deborahs.
Is that me?
Oh, I guess we're bringing up Deborah 1.
This is an oil painting. An oil painting,
It was from a photo, well, it was from Artist Magazine, so it's a copy of someone else's painting. But that, I think somebody else mentioned that. It helps you to learn how to paint by watching how somebody else paints. So, yeah, copying is a good way to learn.
Yeah.
And that's oil.
It's all, you
It's
can
oil.
also make a lot of money if you get really good at it.
And hence, I didn't sign it, so you don't sign it if it's not yours. So, yeah.
Thanks for bringing that, Deborah. That's nice.
Okay, Deborah?
I didn't know anything about any of you until yesterday. I heard to pick up any kind of painting off of a wall.
Deborah?
Come sit her on the
I didn't
camera.
know. No, we don't want to look at me either.
Show us your art.
Not a portrait.
It's okay. It's all right.
Watercolor. I did it from a ship of Cabo San Lucas one night by the moon.
Oh, wow.
So.
Oh, my gosh.
Very nice.
I like oils too. I can't draw with a ruler. But I'm so grateful to be with all of you and to know that you're all here, and I'm excited to participate, which is the only reason I cared to share.
Well, good. Thank you for
Thank
coming.
you so much.
Nice to meet you.
And joining.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you
Oh, she's the
number-
Deborah that joined today.
I was gonna say, today?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Then we're at 188.
Ah, lucky eights.
We're
actually like 196.
We're at 196.
And that's from the membership chair's mouth, so we know that's
196
accurate.
going once, going twice. Oh my gosh. You know, I'm really, really proud of that number because people want to join us because we are healthy. And we are so active. We have so many shows out, and so much of it is thanks to our illustrious leader, Linnell.
It takes a village. I really appreciate everyone that volunteers. Every single one of you is appreciated.
It really is good. Good, makes me feel good. Marilyn, you're up.
Okay. Okay, so about 10 years ago, I know I have to get over here.
Yes, you do.
10 years ago, I decided that I wanted to, my bucket list was to paint every one of my immediate family. And so this is the first one, which is my husband.
Wow, that's beautiful.
And
Oh my
then, and
gosh,
this is
that's
my granddaughters.
Lovely work, Marilyn. Really nice.
And these are watercolors.
These are watercolors.
Oh.
Right. And so now the great-grandchildren are starting, because I thought I had it all done.
That's it with families. It's never over.
I got 2 pieces back there. I need to, Paul, would you mind just bringing those little guys up? That you can't hurt them, just don't drop them.
No pressure, Paul.
No, yeah, no pressure. Paul, thank you. I love you. And then while you're up here, why don't you hold this? But I'll take Buford. Okay. And I'll take Darley. These are my little old people, and of course, their faces are nothing like what we just learned today. But I kind of do things on the whimsy, and these are my 3rd couple that I've sculpted that are like this because the other 2 couples sold. And I decided that I want them, so I had to remake them. But this is Buford C. and Dora Lee Weatherby. I wanted some southern names. I don't know why, but maybe the coveralls. But those are these guys. They are a matched pair. And unless anybody, and we're 5 minutes early, does anybody have anything they want to share, questions?
The drawing.
Thank you. And I looked at the bouquet. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. You guys, every meeting that Donna comes to, she brings a bouquet of flowers. And it's pretty darn special. This bouquet is exceptionally special. So what we do is, you guys signed up, and you signed up against a number. And what we do is we're looking at any number from 1 to 39. 39 of us here, that's pretty good.
Should be 40, I didn't sign up.
Oh. Probably people didn't sign in. Well,
Then you
what's
can't win the
term?
flowers.
What's the term? You snooze, you lose. Sorry about that. Okay, Marilyn, would you pick a number between 1 and 39?
22.
22. 22 is Darlene Balsam.
She left.
All right,
She already left.
bye, she loses.
Okay, Marilyn, pick another one.
17.
17. Anne Salsh.
Ann's
Oh, is
here.
that you?
All right, way to go.
Okay, congratulations. And Donna, thank you again. That is a beautiful bouquet, beautiful. Okay, and with that, you guys, thank you for sharing, thank you for coming. Thank you again, Gerry. And we're dismissed.